What if I told you there's a type of jellyfish that's immortal? Well, kind of. It's called the Teratopsis dohrnii, but most people know it as the immortal jellyfish, and for good reason. This little guy can transform its body into a younger state through a process called transdifferentiation, which is just a fancy way of saying it can turn its adult cells into younger cells, like stem cells. This process is still not fully understood, but basically, it allows the jellyfish to bypass the normal process of aging and death, and it can do this over and over again, which is pretty cool. Now you might be wondering, how does it do this? Well, it's actually pretty simple. When the jellyfish gets old or injured, it can transform its adult cells into younger cells, like stem cells, which can then grow into new tissue, like muscles, or even an entire new body. It's like a built-in reset button, and it's something that scientists are still trying to figure out. Because if we could unlock the secret to this process, it could have huge implications for human health, and potentially even lead to new ways to treat diseases. For example, if we could find a way to use this process to repair damaged heart tissue, or even regrow entire organs, it would be a game changer. The immortal jellyfish is found in oceans around the world, and it's a pretty small creature, but it's got a big secret, and scientists are eager to learn more about it. They're studying the jellyfish's genome, which is like a blueprint for its body, to see if they can find any clues about how it's able to transdifferentiate its cells. So far, they've found some interesting things, like the fact that the jellyfish has a lot of genes that are similar to those found in other animals. But it also has some genes that are unique, and those are the ones that scientists are really interested in, because they might hold the key to understanding this process. As scientists continue to study the immortal jellyfish, they're learning more about its life cycle and how it's able to cheat death, and it's pretty fascinating stuff. So, one of the most interesting things about the immortal jellyfish is its ability to transform its body into a younger state, essentially reversing the aging process, and this is made possible by a process called transdifferentiation, which is just a fancy way of saying that its cells can change into different types of cells. So, for example, a muscle cell can turn into a nerve cell, or a skin cell can turn into a nerve cell, or a skin cell can turn into a muscle cell, and this process allows the jellyfish to essentially regenerate its entire body. And it's a key part of its life cycle, because it can transform its adult form back into its polyp stage, which is the juvenile form of the jellyfish. And from there it can grow back into an adult again. And this cycle can repeat indefinitely, which is why it's considered immortal. And scientists are hoping that by studying this process, they might be able to The study of the immortal jellyfish is still a relatively new field, but it's already leading to some exciting breakthroughs, and scientists are eager to learn more about this incredible creature and its secrets. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be able to use what we've learned from the immortal jellyfish to help humans live longer. So if you're interested in learning more about the latest discoveries in science, be sure to check out our next video, where we'll be exploring another fascinating topic and delving into the latest research and findings, and we'll see you there.